The problem is people found out about these Broncos sports, and now if they're in any kind of decent shape, they want too much money for them.
But that's also true of almost anything at this point. It's really unfortunate, but everything's been found out now. All right, here's one for $5,500.
The rodeo is the only untouched gem left, you know, and I shouldn't be telling you all about it.
I think gem is a stretch.
Yeah.
No, it is.
Kill yourself.
I said, can we talk about the 928 somebody just put up in the chat?
Oh, hell yeah. You want to talk cars? Let's talk cars.
Red, what would you like to maybe peruse on Facebook?
Well, if we're talking cars, right? I am an old school Porsche guy. My biological father lived out in Arizona. I used to go out and spend my summers out there, and he would buy old Porsches, BMWs, and Mercedes and fix them up and flip them. Like the first car I ever drove was a 69. Actually, I don't think it was a 911. I think it was called the 901 at that time. It was white with red leather interior. So
okay.
They don't make colored interiors anymore. You're never gonna see like another full red or full blue interior anymore.
The last one I remember seeing was the Stealth RT Turbo.
With a full red interior?
RT, the
full red leather interior.
And that was like, what, in 93?
Yeah. My buddy's dad bought one, and he let me take it for a drive. And I'm like, no, I don't want to drive. He's like, no, go on. I'm like, dude, I'm going to wreck this car. Oh my gosh, it was so fast. I love that thing.
They're cool.
Cars.
They don't look as good as the 3000 GTs, but they're cool.
But they're prone to the same trouble as the
quarterly.
3000 GT.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, it's the exact same cars.
Yeah.
The Mitsubishi, I like the wing
quarterly.
on the Mitsubishi better. It just had a certain look to it.
Yeah, because on the Stealth, like the wing was just so far. It looked too close to the glass.
They do have a weird look to them on the back. I like them both, though. I mean, the steel RT. God damn.
Yeah, give me either one and I'm not going to complain for free, you know?
No.
But they were made by Mitsubishi, right? Because they never held up.
Yeah.
They all died.
Yeah.
My son asked me the other day, he's like, can I get this Mitsubishi Montero Sport? I'm like, dude, anything with Mitsubishi on it is just a money pit. It's going to die.
Yeah.
Yo, peep that bear sticker on it.
Yeah, dude, this is OG.
What the
different
fuck?
bear.
Different bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is not the good bear.
But yeah, we can look at Porsches if you want. Like what generation of Porsche?
Or you also like classic BMWs, right?
Yeah, I love BMWs. It's funny because I always thought Porsches were going to be the car that I like, but like the rear engine, the rear wheel, it has a weird handling through the corners. My secret passion that I really love is I love the 90s Saab. I had a 900S Turbo.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Two-door, and I lived in southern Ohio, northern Kentucky, and we had the windiest roads down along the river. I would thrash people all the time. Not that I would ever race, in case my son's listening. The Saab, the best thing about the Saab is I still love the ignition down between the seats. Like, why the fuck is the ignition in the dash with my keys whacking me in the knee? That's just stupid.
No, put it in the middle, and I turn the key there.
Mm-hmm.
Born from jets, man. Come on.
Yeah, but then they also had the stupidest thing ever, which is no tilt steering. They were like, the seat moves, not the
No,
steering wheel.
I'll tell you what the stupidest thing ever is having the belt in between the block and the firewall.
I'm unfamiliar. I'm unfamiliar with this.
Yeah,
I'm not a huge Saab fan.
Where's the drive belts? It's not there because there's a bunch of bullshit. Actually, the drive belts are back there between the firewall and the engine.
Why are they like this, dude? Because
they're
not like
Swedish.
this anymore, are they?
Born from jets, man.
Because they wanted all the cooling up front. So
okay.
and they had that hood that opened up forward.
Yeah, so you could say they're too cool.
Yeah, because if you didn't put the hood down just right, you would crease the fender.
Oh,
awesome.
But legit though, I do really like Saabs.
Yeah,
I like some of the
think they're
later
cool as
ones.
fuck.
They had there was a 900 turbo and in Bozeman, and it was $600, and it looked like it was in great shape. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get it. Actually, it wasn't 900. It was the 93. It was the GM version, but it was convertible. It was $600. And I called the lady up and I'm like, well, what's wrong with it? She goes, well, the engine's seized.
Yeah, that'll.
I had a boss that had one of those. He was into weird cars, would be the nice way to say it.
Eccentric.
Yeah, eccentric cars. Like he had a 9.3 like that. He also had a Merkur XR4,
Worker.
Merkur, and he had an 80s Alpha. Like he
For
you
some
like
for some reason, I have an
That's better.
affinity. I have an affinity to the Saab 92X Aero. I really think that's probably one of the best vehicles Saab has ever made.
The Sabaru.
The Saab 92X Aero.
Arrow.
Yeah.
That was the Subaru, the 92X. But I was thinking when you said Arrow, the Vigan is my favorite. But
the vegan?
yeah.
Yes.
Get out of
Yes.
here, dude.
You used to be able to get that Subaru for super cheap because the Saab guys wouldn't buy it because it was a Subaru. And the Subaru guys didn't want it because it looked like a Saab. So
It's a good looking car though. It's unfortunate.
yeah.
And it had the STI steering rack.
Yep.
It didn't have the good Subaru calipers, which sucks, but it had a very nice interior.
See what you got down by you. Oh, yeah, a couple of them for sale. 200,000 miles, 205,000
And dude,
miles.
oof.
Oh, there's one.
Everyone talking shit on Subaru. It's like, look at this, man. Look at this. It's 200 grand, man. My brother's WRX, like it breaks like dumb shit every now and then, but that thing has been kicking on a Cobb Stage 2 tune for years, and it's like driven across the country twice.
It's on borrowed time.
It's not, dude. That thing is a bad bitch.
That thing was
I
sucking
gotta
down
let you
more oil
on-
than my MR2 when I saw it last.
What year MR2
It was-
you got?
They have a 2000 Spider. I had a turbo once, but I put it into a wall backwards as you
No,
know.
don't even sell it short like that.
Nah, that's it.
So what do you want to do?
Listings,
Ray?
some
Like
cars.
some old 3 Series or some Porsches.
Here, find a truck for my son.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
hell yeah.
Okay.
we're good
So,
at that.
So,
Actually-
we talked about this before the stream, but let's bring everyone else up to speed here.
Yeah.
So he's got $6,000 sitting in his pocket. He's about killed my BMW, and he wants to and he's gonna be coming up to Montana next year to go to college. So he needs a 4x4. wants to
Where is
get-
he? Is he going to be in Missoula?
No.
Oh, dude, Missoula's so sick.
Jeez, there's a bunch of like Bozeman isn't liberal enough as it is. But anyway, he's got $6,000 burning a hole in his pocket. I'm trying to get him to buy like something reliable, and I keep talking to him about SUVs because you can throw a bunch of shit in the back. We get winter up here and he's not used to that.
Mhm.
So, those pickup trucks,
Where did he grow up? In Vegas?
California and Vegas.
Ah, okay. That's why.
And he's been in Montana in the winter, but he's never been an adult in the winter, and that's a whole different kind of.
Oh yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
This is a
I've only been in
two-wheel
Montana. I've only been in Montana in the summer.
Yeah.
I
It's-
love Montana in the summer.
Montana
to-
summer is freaking awesome. In the winter, it's hell. So
I've been to Fargo in the winter. Is that anything close to Montana?
you must have
Gotta
done
be.
something bad in a previous life
Yeah.
if
It's
you were
in
in Fargo.
Dakota, is it
I
not?
was in yeah, it's North Dakota. I was in Fargo. It's actually like the border of North Dakota and Minnesota.
Yeah, don't you know?
Yeah, no, actually, like worse. Actually, it's worse than that. Work sent me to Fargo. 'Cause I don't know what I
They
did. I don't know who I
exiled
made
you.
mad, but yeah, I don't
So
know who
I would
pissed off.
say
I'm asking Discord right now to send us.
Rangers good.
I'm asking Discord to send us some interesting
However,
Oh, yeah, it's a good.
4x4 trucks.
I think an SUV in this case would be better. So let's say an Explorer Sport.
Yeah, and we're
Forerunner-
looking at Explorers.
4Runner's in there, but it's too expensive.
Yeah, $6,000.
You
You're
know,
not gonna get much Forerunner.
I think
no,
the Pathfinder in this case is the dark horse.
You're
know-
gonna get a 4Runner. It's just gonna have 250,000 miles on it.
Well, I'm planning to. So he works for me. He does a lot, like all the robot videos and stuff like that. He does that, and we split the proceeds on it. So that's how he's been making money. So I said I'd finance him up to $10,000 on it. So anywhere between 6 and 10. He wants to go a little bit lower so he can put money into it and and make
To make it cool.
Yeah, but I Rangers are great, but he's 6'3" right now, and
Oh, he's
just,
bad.
Jesus.
This is what you
He's
should get him
big.
right here. This is what you should get him is some sort
A
of
cop car.
Yeah, some sort
No.
of Interceptor Explorer. Yeah. Because you get one of these
Yeah, with
for not a lot of
all
money.
the idle
Listen.
hours on it.
And when you go down the highway, everybody gets out of your way.
Police engine idle active. What the
I
fuck does that
used
even
to have,
mean?
was a Ford Expedition cop car, and I used to do. When I lived in California, I was a CCW instructor, and I kept all my gear in that. It sucked because people would drive so slow in front of you.
Yeah, everybody does the speed limit if you're in a cop car.
Even when I had my Crown Vic, I had
a
trauma
cat-eye
from it.
GMC, that would be good.
He would love. He's all the hip kids who drive the cat eye, so he really would love a cat eye.
Here's a couple, but finding one that's also 4x4 and in the price range might be a bitch.
And not with 250,000 miles on it.
Yeah, that's also this one's got
Dude, I'm
74,000.
telling you,
That's
I'm
like a
telling
work
you,
truck.
in this space, Pathfinder or Isuzu Rodeo. Those are gonna be your
Isuzu Rodeo is the
Rodeo.
only
Isuzu
option.
Rodeo.
Being for real, man.
Like he'd buy that Ranger in a heartbeat if I showed it to him.
This
that
bucket
last
is
one. He'd be all over that.
Oh man, I had quite a few Rangers.
53,000
He'd be like,
miles.
I'm gonna pre-runner the out of that, and
It does run V6 4x4 title in hand. Something's not adding up here at all, but
manual
yeah.
transmission. I'd love to get a manual transmission.
Yeah, it's a
That
stick.
ain't bad.
Something's up.
Where's
There's-
this? Roswell,
there's
New
no
Mexico,
way that's a-
aliens.
It's
Aliens.
530,000
V6.
miles.
Yeah.
You think it's 530,000 miles?
Yeah, no way that's
There's no way
53,000,
it's got
dude.
53.
It's definitely not 53. And this one's
It would be on
15,000.
cars and bids for 20 grand.
Yeah, exactly. Doug would be scamming somebody with it.
Dude, don't knock the Isuzu Rodeo.
Why is that the only other option? Can you defend your stance on
I'm
this?
trying to get something for a deal here.
You don't want the Amigo, the
Isuzu
two-door?
Rodeo.
No, that's like girl car, dude. Look at it, $2,200.
If you won't get an Escape, there's no way he's hopping in the Isuzu Rodeo, dude.
He's
It's
not getting
bad,
in the
dude.
Isuzu zone.
The
Nobody wants
Isuzu
to be
Rodeo is a
zone.
body on frame SUV.
Nobody
You
knows
can't,
that.
you can't compare it to an Escape.
This looks like a toy, dude. Nobody knows about this.
But what you do is you pull up the
Exactly.
pictures of guys
Exactly.
in the Middle East who trick these things out into sand buggies and show them
Yes.
that.
Let's find one. Isn't this like a thing over in the Middle East where like they drive up like a big hill? Have you ever seen
And then
that?
die.
Yeah.
And die.
They're like I like bar and die up the dune.
Neckir still has trauma.
Rodeos are
from his
bad,
time
dude.
In the Middle East. That is bad, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, this is actually kind of sick.
No, look up Shush Mountain. SCHUSS Mountain.
Shut up.
They do this.
Good Mountain.
What'd you say?
Shush. SCH. Yep. SCHUSS. Hill climb. They
Not
do
golf
this.
course.
They do this in the snow.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's some real Midwest.
This is the most Midwest shit I've seen
Yeah.
today for sure.
This
they
is
hill
going to
climb
the grocery
in the
store in
snow.
Missoula.
Yeah, this looks like the mud trucks they do around here.
They do this hill climb every year. It's a ski resort at Shuss Mountain. But you can like drag race up the mountain in the snow. These guys are wild.
Boss.
What about a Bronco 2? Let's talk about a Bronco 2.
A Bronquito?
I had
Yeah.
one. The engines on them, they just don't last, man. They're fragile. Fragile.
The 2.9.
Relay.
Yeah, we got a 88 Bronco Sport for this is $15,000 for one that this is the
No.
only one that didn't look like absolute dog
Oh,
shit on
wait,
that list.
wait. Discord may have come through with a cat eye. Hold on. I'll just send it to you.
Yeah, just
Look
DM
at
me,
the
whatever.
Chevy tracker.
And look at that Tundra back there just eating its ass.
Yeah, it's right up it. Yeah, God, it's a wall back there.
I hate modern trucks so much.
Look at how many cowboy boots this doucher has.
This guy's
my
base as
God.
hell, dude. He probably doesn't even have the single pair of Lucchese. Cringe.
The problem is people found out about these Bronco Sports, and now if they're in any kind of decent shape, they want too much money for them.
But that's also true of almost anything at this point. It's really unfortunate, but everything's been found out now. All right, here's one
Yeah,
for $5,500.
The
I think it's
rodeo is the only untouched gem left, you know? And I shouldn't be telling you all about it.
I think Gem is a stretch.
Yeah.
No, it is. Dude,
It's a
it is complete cubic zirconia that you will never be able to appreciate.
See, I would drive that. I'd drive that around town. That'd be great.
Yeah, everyone would. That's
Yeah.
why they're so expensive.
It's barely let him down until now, really. So a little bit of a project. It's stuck at an Air Force base somewhere. Probably
Well,
not
you
the
can
best
talk
choice.
that guy down then, because he's probably going to get deployed or sent somewhere else, and he's got to get rid of it, and
Yeah.
they're going to tow it off base. So you could probably offer him like $1,500, and he'll take it.
Oh, what about a Via Cross?
Those things
Okay, okay,
What
What is
Kanye.
wrong with you, dude?
I like a Suzu, man.
I had the old Isuzu Trooper. I love the boxy trucks and the boxy cars.
I love the way they look.
A BMW 2002 or the Isuzu Trooper, anything like that. But that is fugly.
Dude, but it's different, you know. Like it's like
it's different.
It's like the Nissan Juke that did roids.
yeah. Necker, I think you got a little sugar in your gas tank, dude.
No, I drive them both. I'll drive a Juke and I'll drive a V-Cross.
Got a little sugar.
Why?
Look, he put the Hearst T handle there.
Body match too.
Oh, here we go. Here's another one I can send you.
Oh, you sending me stuff? Okay.
I sent you.
We got cat eye.
You got a cat eye. Here's another.
Ooh, that's
There you
nice.
go. That's
That
nice.
is
Another
nice.
cat eye.
That is
He's
nice.
got, he's got newer wheels on it.
Idaho.
It's got the rough lift, 35s on it. New style GM 20-inch wheels, good bed liner, heat blows hot, AC blows cold, Pioneer radio, older truck, not perfect. Plenty of little scratches in the paint, few dings and dents here and there. Message with any questions to come check it out. It's no mention of a salvage title, so you're already off to a pretty good start here. $7,800. It's a little bit higher than the $6,000 limit, but you said
it ain't too much higher.
You said it was a flexible limit up to 10 grand though. Also, and it's up there with you. It's up in Idaho. This is kind of near where you are, sort of.
Well, I have to drive through Idaho on the way down to Vegas, so.
Oh, you can pick up this cat eye on your way. Yeah. This is actually pretty nice.
And I even like the color's gorgeous, I think.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's got.
You're into that kind of color.
I think it's got newer wheels on it.
He's saying you got a little sugar in the tank, Nick. Here.
I got this thing like all my vehicles for like decades have been white.
Okay.
I got you. White and straight. Okay.
Yeah. It's like my people are like, why do you like the white toolboxes? I'm like, it matches my truck.
That all my toolboxes are brown, personally. Like that one.
I got.
This is rusty as all. And it's the same price as the last one. Look at that.
It's
look at the rocker.
It's like right there in the picture. It's like dropping.
I didn't look at any of the pictures. I just looked at the price and the miles.
All right, this one blows.
That blue one is tight.
Oh, but this is also a Super Duty. This is a 2500, or not Super Duty. What the heavy duty HD?
It's a medium duty.
Medium duty.
Big duty. It's a Subaru Baja.
Yeah, it's basically.
No. This is like a quarter of a Baja.
Oh, okay.
All right,
that one's nice.
What's your favorite like secret city or region to buy a vehicle from? I like Salt Lake City because it seems like nobody wants to go there. There's not a lot of rust on vehicles.
Full of Mormons.
The Mormons take care of everything.
Don't they have their own Craigslist out there too? Like, don't they have a completely separate website for their used car sales?
The hardcore ones they do.
It's called Soaklist, I think.
It's not called Soaklist.
If you want to buy a really good at a good price, that's the place to get it. Off that. If you can get access, they sell some good over there. Sorry, not to take your podcast in the wrong direction there.
No.
That's the right direction, brother.
Yeah. Don't worry.
We are not beholden to any government or any law of man.
Well, it's the law of YouTube. I got blacklisted or shadow banned for a couple of years because we talked too much about him on our live streams, and because our live streams always devolve into cooking and
cooking. And for some reason, cooking books, like, I don't think anything's going to beat that blue one, dude.
Here's my red flag. I find stuff like that looks great. Then I'm like, oh, there's got to be something wrong with it. There's no way it's that perfect.
Right.
I can't buy
it.
Every once in a while, you get them, though, right?
But, we're pretty good at scrutinizing shit, because that's kind of what we do.
Oh, to answer your question,
it has cringe lord mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's got different wheels. My hidey hole is the Panhandle of Florida.
Yeah.
You like rust?
You can you can buy some pretty clean rust-free out of the Panhandle. Set it like Panama City. Set it like Panama City Beach for 100 miles, because then you'll get the shit that's to the north of it too.
Yeah,
I guess mine is probably Amarillo, Texas.
Let's set it to 100 miles, and we'll see what kind of trucks are available in the Panhandle and Gulf Shores here.
Yeah, the Panhandle. That's
what's up with those hobo dresses?
You got babes and Jaeger moms.
All right, we got a thought with the Vanderhall. It's probably fun. It's probably as fun as anything else with three wheels.
You know what? It's probably fun for the Panhandle of Florida.
Yeah, but it's the same price as a Lotus Elise, so I don't understand why you're only getting three wheels.
Right.
Here's your Hoka dresses, neck here.
That's going to cost just as much.
Here's what sucks about trucks is that where you would look to get rust-free trucks are hot. you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you're really not going to get a great.
You're gonna get
God, that
you're gonna
93
get
looks good. Go up.
yeah, you're
Which
gonna
one?
get some kids clapped out
In
truck.
Panama 4500.
That
that
go up
single
one more.
cab.
5-speed.
That one right there.
Yeah.
This one I'm hovering on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 5-speed trans, runs, drives good clutch. This has been listed for 28 weeks. This isn't gonna happen. And this is
No.
that's pretty rough.
It's either trashed or it was sold 28 weeks ago.
The other thing, Netgear, is like trucks are hot everywhere except for like in the core of major cities where you're just not gonna have any listings for trucks to begin with, you know? Like
Yeah, because you can't drive them there.
people like trucks, man, and this is fart limiter on this one is
Our limiter's blown.
whew,
Yeah.
that's done.
Guys, he's been
That's double
that's
gulping.
that's
Oh
all.
well, you know what? That reminds me, Brett. How did you discover our channel?
You don't have to answer that if you don't want to.
I didn't know who he was asking. Me?
No, yeah, Red. That's
Yeah,
Red.
Red.
Sorry if you didn't. Know.
How did I discover your channel? It was, you know what it was? It was people were talking about how Donut was going downhill.
Oh, okay.
And in the comments,
Yes.
people were like, you got to go check these guys out. This is the real deal now. And so I looked you up and I'm like, this just sounds like me and my buddy sitting around bullshitting talking about cars.
It is
And you know what? That's awesome because that is
1000%.
It's the goal.
yeah. That's exactly that is the concept is off. You know,
Yeah.
the concept is you with your friends.
That's that, and like I hate to wax nostalgic, but like that's how I grew up is listening to my dad and all his friends bullshit in the garage.
For sure.
And then he
Whoa.
hits you.
No,
Fuck.
and no. You know what would genuinely happen is my dad and all his friends would bullshit in the garage, and then it would be like, "Hey, can you finish that thing we started?" I had no idea how that came apart, but like I'll put it back together, sure.
Look at this thing, dude. Super
Fox
cab
Garage
S10.
gives Garage is 409. Southern Indiana is my hidey hole. Too rural to salt the roads and low population density, so fewer wrecks and lots of barns.
I actually went with a buddy of mine. He was rebuilding a Roadrunner. And we went to a barn in southern Indiana. I was living in northern Kentucky. We went to this barn.
Wait,
and the
what
guy
year
had-
Roadrunner? What year?
Oh fuck, I don't know, dude. This was
What's
a
a
long time ago. It was
good
like in my
year?
early 20s. We go and get this. He was looking for this New Yorker. He's gonna pull the engine out. We get in there. There's another car covered by a tarp. And I asked the guy, I'm like, "What's under the tarp?" He goes, "Oh, you want to see it?" Pulls it back. It's a Superbird.
Oh,
Damn.
Just some random barn in the middle of nowhere, Indiana. It looked like you're gonna get in. It was kind of scary.
yeah.
God.
But if you had a Superbird, I'm like unbuttoning my pants already. You know, like
Yo, why
let
you
me take it or
why you zip up your pants every time you get out that Superbird, man?
dude. Like that's and you know what? Like even to this day, like have I even seen a real Superbird? You know, like you.
I think I've seen one.
Christ.
We talked about it. What was that? 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago now? Nick, you and I share an affinity for those old Mopars, those Hemi-Cudas, those.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love
yeah.
them, dude. Mopar was where it was at, but I think GM had their more together. And
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
Ford.
Damn.
No, they never talk
Ford's
about
all
you.
right. Ford's all right. I won't throw a 70 Mustang Mach 1 out the bed, you know, but
But all right, but that's what I was just about to say though. Like, all right, so talk about all right, so I say like the model year 1969. The first thing that comes is like, oh, Hemi-Cudas and Road Runners and like that. There are no.
well, no. Well,
what-
70. No. 70 is Hemi-Cuda. If
Yeah,
we're
but
60
still.
I don't want to make you look like a
69
fool in front of YouTube, but 69 was different than 70.
Fastback. Get the fastback.
Yeah, but like the point I'm trying to make though is like, all right, what did Ford have in '69 that's in this conversation? They had a Mustang. Like,
That's
sure,
it.
I guess yeah,
really,
like
that's it.
you could
No,
maybe
no,
make an
that
argument for a.
Can we
Yeah,
talk
that's it.
about what I'm seeing here in Panama City?
No, we're talking about Ford being
No,
We're
I
talking
gotta,
about Ford being
we gotta
in
talk about
69.
Chevy owners being real quick because look at every single one of these. Look at
They all got the
every
carrot- they got the-
stance.
that one's sick as dude. They're all
They got
sick.
they got the Carolina
This
that
Scout,
one's
man.
bad. That one is sick.
that's terrible.
They're all like
you could
this.
save them. You could.
Dude,
you
they
could
just
it's like
don't have,
Rice or
they don't have the engine. That's all.
It's like it's like Rice or Rescue, but for Southern Florida pickup, or it's for Florida pickup trucks.
This is insane. How many of these are Carolina squatted? It's everyone.
It's an epidemic.
These aren't the same cars over and over. These are all different. Okay, this one's different. This one's not Carolina squatted.
Oh,
This is just a really nice
you-
Sonoma. But
Oh, the You know what Discord just said? You know what you need to look for? We need to find Red Sun, a Subaru Baja.
Oh, no, we want to put him in a truck, not a car, dude.
No, he's not ready for that, dude. He doesn't want a full size. He needs a smaller.
So like this Silverado would be a better starter truck. Yeah.